Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. A wonderful full body stretch, guys, just to get your head right, to get the body feeling good and to get those good endorphins flowing. So just some water handy if you like, and then a good attitude and a smile on your face, hopefully. And if not, by the end of this time together, you will have those. So that's always my goal, and hopefully we'll get there together. All right, guys, a seated position. Let's make that cross-legged if you can, and we're going to bring that right foot out in front of us just a little bit. So rather than crisscrossing those legs, they're stacked more or less, and we're going to sit up nice and tall, walking those hands forward. Just relaxing the weight of the upper body down, allowing the head to be heavy, and just let yourself sink. You can use as much support as you need for those forearms, or you can literally just extend those arms and let gravity do all the work for you. So depending upon the time of day, just the tightness going on in your body, just be kind. It's always different. It's one of the great things and frustrating things at the same time. It's always different. And let's walk those hands back up. And let's switch legs, bringing that left foot out in front, right foot stacking behind it. So rather than crisscrossing at those ankles, they're one in front of the other. And again, let's walk it out. And it's going to feel differently on this side than it did the other, most likely. If it doesn't, that's fine. You're not doing anything wrong. But just take note, if it does feel different, where? Intensity level. Do we need more support with those forearms? Or perhaps we can kind of let go a little bit more on this side. So as we learn and we explore, we're going to find kind of a tendency for one side of our body to hold a little more tension than the other. That's very normal. It's just a matter of being able to kind of work through that tension and get rid of it as best we can. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. And let's take that left leg out to the side. Right foot stays tucked in nice and tight. Add a flex of that left foot. Reach to the sky. Cross that left hand to the top of that right knee. Reach it up and over. Gentle and kind. Find your breath. Slow it down. If it feels right to you, turn your gaze up along the inside of that right arm. And let's inhale it back up, releasing that right hand behind you. Left arm extends to the sky, and just arch it back, bending that right elbow as much or as little as you like. Just reach it up and back so we get that really nice long stretch through that left side. Now point those left toes. Breathe. And inhale it all the way back up. Once again, we're going to cross that left hand to the outside of the knee. Right hand travels behind us. Sit up as tall as you can sit and take your gaze out over that back arm, back shoulder. Left shoulder presses down and away, and a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, and gently release that rotation, and we're going to switch sides. So crossing that left foot out in front, bringing that left foot to the inner thigh, and we're going to flex that right foot. Breathe. Reach to the sky. We're going to cross that right hand to the top of that left knee. Reach it up and over. Oh, big deep breaths. Gazing along the inside of that left arm. Breathe. Inhaling it back up, releasing that left hand behind you. Right arm extends to the sky, and a little lean back, bending that right elbow. Point your toes, and just that little arch back, guys. Breathe. Just checking in. Inhaling it back up, releasing once again, right hand to the top of the left thigh, and we're going to bring that left hand behind us, rotating and taking our gaze out over that left shoulder. Right shoulder pressing down and away, and a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Feels so good for the neck, for the spine. Little stretch to the inner thigh and through those hips. Just breathe. And gently releasing that rotation. Let's circle those feet around behind us and come up onto all fours. to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. Take a big breath into cow pose. Tummy towards the mat. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. We inhale it back to cow. So transitioning between our cat and cow, moving at the pace of your breath, using those big, full, deep breaths just to work out the kinks. And just let that energy flow freely. Let's come back to that neutral spine, back to tabletop, and sit it back to child's pose. Extend your arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels, forehead towards the mat. Let's bring those hands a little bit closer, stacking that right hand on top of the left, and release the weight of the upper body down. Hopefully not feeling too much tension in the shoulders. If so, hopefully just that little dull ache of that good stretch going on. Let's lift the forehead just slightly and switch, placing that left hand on top of the right. Spread your fingers wide and just release the weight of the upper body down. Extending those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat. Core is strong. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips to down dog. And allow those heels to sink. Head to be heavy. Face to be soft. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Nice big deep breaths. Pressing through the palms of the hands to guide that weight back towards your heels. And as you pedal those feet, just that long stretch down the backs of the legs. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse one dive up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Turn and press your palms to the sky. Exhale and arch it back. A little or a lot. Inhale it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Press through that left palm. Turn your gaze towards the sky. And inhale it back up. Exhale and lean to the left. Take your gaze to the right, pressing through that right palm. Inhaling back up, pulling the hands to heart center, bringing the big toes to touch. Little space between the heels. Inhale, reach to the sky. Circle the arms to the back and sit to chair. Pull the hands to heart center. Again, inhale, rise. Press through those heels, extend the arms, extend the legs. Circle the arms to the back. Around in front, and once again sit to chair. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, press through those heels, extend the arms and extend the legs. Big circle of those arms to the back. Pulling the hands to heart center, sit to chair. Breathe, hold chair. Weight is in our heels. We can be in low chair, we can be in medium chair, we can be in a high chair. Take care of yourself. If it's that low chair, a little tiny kindergarten chair, maybe it's a bar stool. Whatever it is for you, take care of you. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Still a little bit of a pigeon-toed stance with those feet. Just noticing that difference in the stretch in the hips, the lower back. Rock back to your heels, open those toes. Feet are parallel. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your left foot. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. We lift the arms, coming up to our crescent lunge. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Interlace your fingers at the top, all but the index finger and thumb, and exhale, lean to the right. Oh, that feels so good down that left side. Inhaling it back up, and exhaling to the left. Inhaling it back up, and as you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And let's bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. Just adding a little extra weight by holding onto those elbows. We sway those hands, we sway the arms, the head, just making a little arc around the legs. Just breathe. Taking a second to check in, to lick your lips, to close your eyes, to clear your head, and come back to center. Release your arms, let them hang, and let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Let's cross that right arm out in front, left hand to the tricep just below your shoulder, and pull the arm in nice and tight. Turn your palm so it's facing behind you and press that right shoulder down and away. Slowly turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. And just that nice stretch through the upper back, through the shoulder. We lift our head, turn it back to face front. Take that right arm up and over, left hand to the elbow, and just gently press. Chin staying off the chest, core is strong. Now we can stay right here with that left hand to the elbow, or circle that left arm around behind, reaching up to find your fingertips. Locking those fingertips if you're able. Core is strong. As you exhale, begin to hinge it forward, coming about halfway over or less. So it's okay to come a little less than half, anywhere that's right for you, but no further than half. So that 90-degree bend with the upper and lower body is our deepest. Feeling that great stretch down the backs of the legs and into those glutes. Strong through the core. We lengthen through the crown of the head and we slowly rise. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Breathe. And inhaling it back up nice and tall. Releasing the hands. Release the arms down by your sides. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. And let's cross that left arm out in front. Right hand to the tricep just below that left elbow. Gently pull it in tight. Turn your palm to face directly behind you, and let's turn and take our gaze out over that left shoulder. A little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Breathe slow and steady, getting that nice stretch through the neck, through that upper back, through the shoulder, promoting mobility, flexibility. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front. Let's take that left arm up and over, right hand to the elbow, and gently press, chin staying off the chest. Nice tall posture, core is engaged, circling that right arm around behind, reaching up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Keeping that core nice and strong. Exhaling and hinging forward again. Come as low as you like, no lower than 90 degrees. Breathe. So maybe this side feels a little different than the other side. So with that bind and that hinge forward, totally different sensation. Keeping that core strong, feeling that great stretch down the backs of the legs. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and as you inhale, we rise. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Just as far as feels good to you. Always remembering that good is a relative term in yoga. Good means that it doesn't hurt, that we can still breathe slow and steady. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Release the hands, release those arms, big shoulder roll up and back to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with that right foot. And lift those arms to crescent lunge. Find your breath. Sink low into those legs. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Interlace your fingers at the top, all but the index finger and thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Breathe, long stretch down that right side, firing up that left leg, strong through the belly. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhale and lean to the right. Breathe, challenging our balance. Flexibility, strength, all rolled into one. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. We're going to bring that right knee forward towards the chest, crossing that right leg underneath the left. We're on the outside edge of that right foot, and then we're going to roll to the inside or the instep of the left foot, rotating and extending. Left arm to the sky. Fallen triangle. Find that breath. Lift those hips. Reach. And if it feels right to you, left arm reaches up and over. Long stretch down that left side. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down, pulling that right knee back in and extending it out directly into the left side. Left knee pulls in, left leg shoots underneath the right, outside edge of that left foot on the earth, and we roll, placing the inside or the arch of your right foot to the mat and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach, rotating that right palm, and if you like, reach it up and over. Find that breath. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, slowly releasing that right hand down, pulling that left knee back in. Step it back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Let's inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot knee through, foot to the inside, to pigeon pose. Untuck those toes and sit up nice and tall. Find your breath. Placing that right hand to the outside of the knee, left arm extends out and circles around. Let's draw that back foot in. Taking a hold of the foot if you can find it, and use the strength of the arm to pull that heel in. Gazing forward. Just a little tuck of your chin towards your chest, letting go of tension at the base of the head. If you like, pull that foot into the crook of the elbow. Spin your fingertips towards the sky. Feels right to you, extend that right arm out. Lift it high, reach it back. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Mermaid or king pigeon pose. Find your breath, slow it down. Gently releasing that bind, slowly, gently releasing that back foot, and let's walk the hands forward. Stacking the hands for the forehead to rest against. Take a big breath in and squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself lift just a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Let it go. Let's extend that right arm out in front. You're welcome to just keep the forehead resting to the back of the hands. Left hand underneath that right arm And we walk those left hands out as far as we can walk them, turning and placing the side of the head to the mat. Right hand can be pulled in a little bit or extended out, arm right along the side of your face. So a deeper stretch for that right hip. Find your breath. Let it go. Any and all tension. Just let your body find that edge, that space between effort and effortless. Pulling that right hand back in. Slowly walk yourself back up to pigeon. Let's lift, tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. And gently releasing it down. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside, to pigeon. So being sure we're taking care of our bodies, adjusting however you need to adjust. Modifying however you need to modify, intensifying when it feels right. Just making sure that we're connected to our breath, guys, and that we're not ignoring the messages our body is sending. So important. Let's place that left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm circles out, around, and let's draw that back foot in. Take a hold of it if you can find it. Nice stretch all the way through the front of that shoulder already. And we're going to slowly pull that heel in towards the bottom. Great stretch for that quadricep, for the hip flexors. If it feels right to you, bringing that foot into the crook of the elbow, fingertips pointing towards the sky, gazing forward. If it feels right to you, left arm extends out. We reach it up and back. Can you lock those fingertips? Breathe. So if we're not quite there, guys, keep that arm extended. Just find that breath and that space where your body is like, yep, this is exactly where I should be. And gently release the hands, gently releasing that foot, circling that right arm back up and over, and we walk the hands forward, stacking the hands, relaxing the forehead to the back of the hands, and just take a moment. Let that upper body sink. Take a big breath in and squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself lift just a bit. And then exhale, sink. Sleeping pigeon is such a wonderful place to be. One of the top requested poses always. In the 20 years I've been doing this, it's crazy. I don't think there's ever been a class when somebody was like, no, I don't want to do pigeon. We're going to lift just slightly, and if you like, adding that thread the needle, extending that left arm out, right hand underneath the left arm. We're going to walk that right palm out as far as we can walk it, and then turn and place the side of the head to the mat. Now that left hand can pull in, or that left arm can extend out. Just that wonderful stretch for that left hip, through the groin, for the hip flexor, for the spine, for the shoulder. So there's a ton of stuff going on here, guys. Just making sure that the body is like, yes. Doing our best not to fight against things. Never wanting to force things. And let's slowly pull that left hand back in, walking those hands back up. One hand on either side of the knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Open up those knees, press it back to extended child's pose. Chin or cheek to the mat, and just allow yourself to sink in. Big toes just gently touching. Nice big deep breaths. And let's slowly walk those hands back up, coming over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around, slide on down to the top of your mat, extending the legs out long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. And exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, tummy down, chest down, hands, and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn and come back to that seated position. This time, cross those ankles to easy pose. Sitting up nice and tall. If this is just not in the cards today, find a comfortable place to sit. Relax the shoulders, close your eyes, turn the palms to the sky, and just gently release. Relaxing the wrists against the tops of the knees, and allow those hands to be heavy. We bring the index finger and thumb to gently touch. Close your eyes and just breathe. We take just a few moments for those big, full, deep breaths, assimilating all of the asanas that we've done today, all of the amazing gifts that we have given to the mind, the body, and the spirit. We set our intention today to make today an amazing one, celebrating all the little things in life that make such a huge difference. Sunshine on our face, chirps of the birds, smiles from those whom we love, a kind word, a smile from a stranger, the sound of laughter, the sensations of a hug. Celebrate life. Celebrate each breath you get to take. Let's gently open the eyes, gently pull the hands to heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will subscribe. I hope you will spread the word and help me influence and touch so many lives in the world. And I want to thank you for joining me today. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And until the next time, namaste.